there's one company that's committed hundreds of millions of pounds to developing and building a range of vans that's right
Sounds
for your
promising.
business.
Because it has the best MPG of any minivan, the average daily fuel cost is just $2.24.
But underpowered.
Fiat Daily, il piccolo grande camion per trasportare da 13 a 23 quintali in libertà e
Good
senza
for
problemi.
airdrop.
Der Kombi, handlich wie ein PKW, geräumig wie ein Omnibus. Und alle neuen Mercedes-Transporter haben einen Fahrerplatz, der Komfort und Entlastung bringt. Der Mercedes unter den Transportern. Steigen Sie um.
Possibly
168
expensive.
Varianten.
Is New Zealand's most popular van. Hard-working drivers have proven L300 reliability over thousands and thousands of Ks.
I am too big for this van.
Ducato nasce vincente. Vincente perché ha più facilità di carico. Vincente perché ha più
Is there
capacità di
something
carico
suitable
fino
for
a
me?
10
The VW range of transporters and buses is so wide that even the most outlandish dreams can now come true. Of course, they can't snorkel and they can't hover. They're not cross-country vehicles. But now they are available with four-wheel drive under the name of Synchro. And four-wheel drive increases their safety value in all sorts of transport and driving situations.
Looks like I found something good, but there is one more ad. Oh. Looks like that our native minibus factory have announced new model. Welcome to Clover Wheels channel. Last car that you saw was one of most known vans in Soviet Union and their friendly countries. It is called RAF 2203 or simply Latvija. Let me introduce this van to those that doesn't know it. But I think you have saw it somewhere. But first, I will start from computer gamers. For those who have played Half-Life 2 and episodes, noticed that there is only one type of van that is used in this game. And as you have understood, it is RAF Latvija. Developers have chosen this car, because main story of the game is going somewhere, in post-Soviet countries, where these vans were widely used. And of course, in game plot itself, these vans play important role. They are not only as a widely spreaded decoration. It's perfect place to hide, or store supplies. Or as a stronghold to defeat any threats. Also, it's a powerful weapon in right hands. But most important, these vans have played key role in saving of humanity. Even in video games.
I cannot believe you're trying to get back to that place. This isn't gonna be easy. Well, dog, what do you think? Any ideas? All right, dog. That's not too helpful. There has to be a way to get across. But how? Look out! How exactly exactly is this supposed to help us? What? Wait a minute. Oh no. You're not serious. Are you?
He is a robot. He's done the math.
Now, don't worry about me. I'll see you soon.
Get in the passenger side, Gordon. Hurry up, before I lose my...
Brace yourself, Gordon. Okay, dog, let's do it. Before I change my... Okay. Careful, hold on. Whoa.
Phew. Whew. Good throw, dog.
Now go, boy, go on. You'll be fine, just...
Uh-oh. What now? Whoa. Hold on. All right, let's get off before the next ride starts.
Holy crap.
It was pretty rough ride, but Latvian vans can handle it. There are also other games where this van is present. Not only as static models, but also as drivable vehicles. But now, let's go back to real thing. As almost any Soviet car, its name consists of manufacturer abbreviature, model index, and overall name. In this case we have RAF, that stands for Riga Autobus Factory. And no, there are no relation to Royal Air Force, or Red Army fraction. Story of Riga Autobus Factory starts in Riga in 1949 as a bus manufacturing plant. First buses were based on widely used GAZ-51 truck, by adding long and wide cabin extension, where passengers could be transported. But starting from 1955, RAF have started to produce buses with their own body design. Everything went fine, until RAF employees haven't met Volkswagen Type 2, Beetle-based van. They have been so inspired, that they have created their own minibus in 1957, despite of local government disinterest. But when first prototypes were shown to General Soviet government in Moscow, it have completely changed fate of Riga Autobus Factory. Soviet Union demanded their own minibus that could be fill gap between personal vehicles and buses. That was the beginning of success. Mass production of RAF minibuses started in 1959. They were based on GAZ-21 passenger personal vehicle. These minibuses became popular as ambulances and route taxis. But despite their beautiful design and practicality, they have issues with disbalance of suspension, making front side overloaded but rear side too light. That caused accelerated wear of front suspension and bad traction on slippery or muddy roads. Demand on Latvian minibuses was growing, but as they have been made almost only by hand, large factory was needed. In the end of 60s, in Jelgava city, not far from Riga, construction of new factory have begun. Parallelly, RAF engineers started to create next model prototypes that would be produced in new factory. But this time, based on new model of Volga, GAZ-24. Final design was a real breakthrough for 70s, but technically it remained with same disbalance issues. Mass production of RAF 2203, Latvia, begun in 1976. Car was so successful, that was honored with quality mark and played key role in Moscow Olympic Games during 1980. Olympic Games were a good advertisement, that have raised export to foreign countries. Through minibus existence, it was driven not only by petrol or diesel, but also by hydrogen, LPG, electric batteries and solar panels. A perfect base for creating different modifications. Some may say that RAF 2203 design was copied from Volkswagen Transporter T3, but Latvian minibus was created few years earlier and had different placement of engine. closest vehicle to RAF 2203 is Volkswagen LT, that was very similar not only from design perspective, but also technically. Also, the production of these minibuses started and ended almost simultaneously. But again, due to growing demand and lack of manufacturing capabilities, RAF minibus quality started to drop dramatically by mid of 1980s. So, work on updated version have started, that could solve some technical and design issues. New model was called 22038, but due to lack of foundation from Soviet government, new updates were gradually added to existing models. It seemed to help to rise quality, but as Soviet Union have collapsed completely, game rules have changed too. Now RAF factory was on its own in independent capitalistic European country. But RAF engineers and designers have proven their talent once again, and created bunch of modifications on existing minibus space. Besides to known basic minibuses and ambulances, new range was created with different kind of pickup and delivery trucks. High and semi-high roof was available. Now you could order personalized minibus with different kind of engines and interior variations. Starting from 1993, last updates were integrated to rise existing model quality and comfort. But unfortunately, it still was based on 1970s design, and started to look very outdated in comparison with modern rivals. As new and used Western European minibuses and vans have flooded post-Soviet countries, demand on RAF vehicles have dropped dramatically. And as Russia have introduced its completely new Gaz 3302 Gazelle van in 1994, demand on RAF became to almost zero. Despite of creating few concept cars, finding potential sponsors or partnership with other car manufacturers, RAF went bankrupt in 1998. Later factory was sold in pieces, but most of equipment and useful parts were scraped. Cause of such end is due to lot of factors, but still, many of these minibuses are still rolling and became as a cult car. Now, demand on RAF minibuses are growing from enthusiast and collectors' side. But for those who cannot afford real one, you can choose from large variety of scale models. Overall, RAF 2203 was a pretty reliable and comfortable minibus for its time. It is technically simple, attractive with its design, and with its charismatic handling and ride. Due to unification with other Soviet-era vehicles, it is not problematic to find spare parts. As RAF was widely used as ambulance, they have saved millions of lives, being as reliable workhorse, even in most dramatic events, such as Chernobyl disaster in 1986. Car have proven that it could handle long distances, driving through different conditions. Not only once, but many times, even when it is more than 30 years old. Some of you may have noticed that I am one of these enthusiasts. But this will be story for another episode. I've had my ups and downs, my fair share of bumpy roads and heavy winds. That's what made me what I am today. Now, I stand here before you. What you see is a body crafted to perfection, a pair of wheels engineered to defy the laws of physics, and a mindset to master the most epic of minibus advertisements.
And they can't hover.